Sabbath told me the other day in the breakfast program, or Minister LaFleur maybe he told me, one of them, said to me, there's a woman who comes to the ministry to breakfast, and we let the women eat because that's what God showed me in the McDonald's that day, going back 2 years now. So we let the mothers of the children eat. So this mother's been coming for a year or so with her daughter, and they're eating. The other day, she brought her boyfriend, not her husband. She brought her boyfriend. She brought her squeeze. She brought her man and her daughter and said, we want to eat. And Minister LaFleur, unlike you, Minister LaFleur says, the pastor says we don't feed men here. Now, you would have said, well, okay, we're supposed to do good, and this man is hungry. Let me feed. No, the minister said, the pastor says we don't feed grown, able-bodied men in here, and then stood. He stood. And the woman, well, now, what kind of church is this? Here she goes. It's the kind of church that's been feeding you and your daughter for the last 2 years. What kind of church? What, this man is hungry. Why can't you feed him? I mean, what kind of Christian y'all? Now, you may think it's all right to feed men, but the man that is the pastor and the leader of the house said, don't do it. To feed him would have been in rebellion. As you have fed so many in rebellion, you've done it time and time again. You've done it year in, you've done it year out. The minister stood and said, the woman says, well, if my man can't, she's not even married, if my man can't eat, we are not going to eat. Now, if this is not the silliest thing I've ever heard in my life, she's going to spite us, going to hurt us by marching her and her daughter and her man out. We are not going to eat if my man can't eat. So the minister said, bye, and off they went. So they stayed away for a couple of days. And 3 days later, they came back. She said, well, I don't know what kind of church this is. What this is, got the Holy Ghost. Y'all got the Holy Ghost in here. What kind of church is this? And the only reason I came back is because my daughter been crying every day for, so I'm going to bring her back, but I'm not eating either. I'm trying to understand something. She dragged her daughter out, made her daughter go hungry for 3 days for her man. You see how y'all take care of these men? Do you think God's going to let you in heaven? Do you really think you're going to heaven? Oh, I know you say, Lord,